Do you have any children?
Yes, sir.
What are their ages?
I got a 22-year-old, I got two 13-year-olds and a 15-year-old.
All right, any grandchildren?
Not yet.
All right. Do you see your children?
Yes,
All right, do they live with you?
no, they live with their mom, but we don't have no, like.
Former custody
Yeah,
arrangement?
As a father, I take care of my responsibilities with them. I've always done that.
All right, where's the
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
defense?
Commodity product.
And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, this is an application. Did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, we're not, Your Honor. We're waiving the repeater enhancement and proceeding just on the possession 1 to 4.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 to 4 grams? That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Is there an application for deferred or just regular?
Just straight to probation.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, we have.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him? Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Not ruled upon. No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments.
Any objection?
No, no, Judge.
State you may be excused.
Thank you.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
No.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, he's entered some programs. He's been making good use of himself while he's been in jail. Finished a domestic violence program. He's the MAP social workers have hooked him up with lifetime treatment because he's never had any rehabilitation before the drug issues. So he's going to get together with them upon his release.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes, sir.
What are their ages?
I got a 22-year-old. I got two 13-year-olds and a 15-year-old.
All right, any grandchildren?
Not yet.
All right, do you see your children?
Yes.
All right, do they live with you?
No, they live with their mom, but we don't have no, like.
Custody, former custody
Yeah,
arrangement?
As a father, I take care of my responsibilities with them. I've always done that.
All right, when's the last time you were employed?
It's been some years. So I ain't gonna lie, I was on the wrong road for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
How often have you been using?
I'm 40. Since I was about 13. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I asked for help the last time. I got in trouble. They wouldn't hear me.
All right, any gang affiliation?
I used to, not no more. I stayed back a long time ago. I was part of West Texas Army.
Okay.
And
And the reason why I ask that, because if there is, there's a different type of supervision for you. And I'm gonna have them do evaluation, a gang evaluation.
Yeah.
And then if they say that you're still active, then you're gonna be on their supervision.
Right.
All right. All right, this is what the court is gonna do. $2,000 fine, that will be probated, 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. The following evaluations will take place in custody. TAP evaluation, follow recommendations, gang evaluation, have there ever been any mental health issues with you? You've ever been diagnosed with anything?
as a kid, ADHD.
Okay. How long does a MIC evaluation take? All right, we'll do the MIC evaluation in custody, and the reason why I'm having these done in custody, the total of all these evaluations are about 2 weeks. It's just that I want to make sure that you have the right conditions to help you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So that will be in custody. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once you complete parenting classes, 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied. How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
All right. What's your dream job?
Barber.
Barber? Okay. And then the remaining of the 100 hours will be deemed satisfied if you obtain your GED or if you get your barber's license or some other license in a trade school. You understand? So you can do those community service hours and work for free, or you can do them in the form of bettering yourself, which I believe is a help to the community. All right, we're going to do field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I'm gonna ask, I can make like a recommendation for a lifetime. Do I want for myself to do that?
All right, what I can do is I can still have the TAP evaluation in custody, but I can order placement at lifetime. It would be, all right, so probation. If the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, then if we could do inpatient treatment at lifetime recovery, if they recommend outpatient treatment, he still would like to start at inpatient treatment with lifetime. He wants inpatient treatment with lifetime recovery. All right,
So
All right.
I'll get that.
yes. But they're still gonna do the TAP evaluation
yes,
because I
yes.
need to know where the baseline is. So lifetime recovery. And then we'll do 120 sober meetings in 120 days. All right, anything else you need?
I'm in the in county, I'm in the REM class, recovery in motion. So it's like going to innate classes.
Oh, well, here's the thing. You'll need to let probation know what programs you've done I really don't have people duplicate the programs they completed
Okay,
if they're equivalent of what I'm requesting.
okay.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. All right, good luck to you.
It's the whole.
Yeah, it's,
We're almost there.
all right. So what is happening on this case?
Judge, so we're set for discovery compliance,
Mhm.
in anticipation of possible pretrial motions. I was trying to locate, there's a lot of body cam evidence on this case. I was trying to locate any videos of my client's arrest.
Mhm.
I asked the prosecutor, he checked with the detective. The detective confirmed they do exist, but for some reason they weren't transferred over. Apparently, there's about 30 videos. Granted, some of those may be duplicates according to the state, but there are arrest videos that I have not had the chance to view because they were not transferred over. And Judge, the reason we were able to figure that out.
Okay, so why are we unsuccessful in obtaining the data?
So this time, the vehicle was able to be turned on when it had power from another source. Basically, we tried to jump it because that's what we needed to access in order to attempt to download or get this extraction from the black box on the car. However, because the car has been an impound for so long, it's a push to start only. It's not one of the, turns. And so the key fob was deprogrammed from the vehicle. And so it's saying like invalid ID, and you have to get past that in order to access that evidence. So we may just be out of luck on that. However, my investigator's talking to some locksmiths and seeing if there's a way around that for now.
All right, what type of vehicle is this?
It's a Nissan Rogue.
All right, don't you just call the dealership?
He called all the dealerships in the San Antonio area to ask them if there was a way around this. And I think even one in New Braunfels. And that was kind of the answer that he got from them, is that it's probably been deprogrammed. And the only way to, I guess, reprogram it would be to bring the vehicle into a dealership, or that's why he's trying to contact a locksmith that may know a way around it so that we don't have to go that route, Judge.
And you say it's a Nissan Rogue?
It's a Nissan Rogue, yes, Judge.
And I'm sure you all Googled and tried all of these steps.
We did. I was Googling there at the scene, but not very helpful.
So you all got inside the vehicle, locked all the doors without starting the vehicle?
Unlike the doors, we were able to, no, the vehicle was, we don't need to start it. We just have to, it's like when you turn the key a little bit and it just has the,
No, I'm just doing the Google, because the Google, it says to begin the Nissan key fob programming, get inside the car and lock the doors. Without starting the vehicle, insert the key into the ignition, then remove the key. Repeat this step 6 times. However, it can take up to 10 times. Once the vehicle recognizes the key, the hazard light should flash twice. This is just from Google. So did anybody try that?
I don't know, Judge, but there was the issue is there was no ignition to stick the key into for this. It's only it's a push to start only. So there's no slot. Normally the cars have both where you can still stick it in a
Did you all
slot.
try putting the fob in the center console? There's a little slot in the center console. Did y'all try that?
I guess I don't follow. I don't know what.
Well, when there is an issue with the battery, usually in cars, the center console, where you lift it up, there's an indentation. And people think, why is this indentation here? And I learned through experience, it's an indentation to put your key fob in there.
Okay.
So did anybody try that?
I don't think so.
This is just something I'm throwing out, so you may want to try it.
Okay.
But yes, so. Yeah. So, yes.
The state has made multiple attempts to make this available to defense.
No, they have, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I guess at this juncture, we're still asking for a reset for discovery, just so we can at least get these videos simultaneously. We can try if we want to make more efforts on the vehicle.
Okay. I think there's a way to get around this key fob business, because I would like for everybody to have all the evidence they want. So if y'all will Google intently with the key fob, because I'm reading on Google now, there are different ways to reprogram when you have the push start. And if y'all need to, they're saying, take the car to the dealership. Tow it to the dealership, or either have somebody from the dealership come out, to reprogram it.
Okay.
And I think it's for, because I know, training from the dealership, we have to have a tow truck, these are scoring, so these are.
Yes.
Thank you.
So if you haven't tried that, try that.
Okay.
And then if all else fails, find the center console. And if it's like most vehicles now, you can put the key fob in there and see if you can reprogram it from there. We should go back to there was a day you could just shade
I
tree,
know.
somebody just put it under the shade, charge it and go from there. Probably was charged incorrectly, because sometimes when it's been sitting for a while and you recharge it, you have to have a professional do that, because it throws everything off. I say this from experience. All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Ashball, can you put this at the end of October? This is going to be the last setting for discovery.
Okay.
All right, Halloween.
And I know I have to be in Kendall County for a sentencing that may take a while, Judge,
All right.
on that date.
Let me look at the calendar. Norma, bring this back on the 29th.
That works, Judge.
All right, we'll do 29th. Anything else?
There is, Judge. So you may be getting a violation report if you have not already from pretrial.
I have it.
Okay, I just wanted to address that because I think we can address that quickly. Mr. Ashball came to my office on Tuesday. We had a meeting. On his way back, his father's battery died in their car, and so he pulled into this restaurant. Tyler was obviously a little worried because of the requirements of GPS. He called his wife to come get him. However, his wife was picking up their daughter from school. And so it took her a while to have to do that first and then come get him. His dad got a family member to jump the vehicle. And then that was that. His father is here if you'd like to hear from him, just to confirm that.
State. Oh, it's saying that he was at Panchito's Mexican restaurant.
And his father said that was the parking lot that he pulled into.
Okay.
But it sounds like a skate there.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. Just wanted to address that before you.
All right. All right. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Okay. I'm sorry, Judge. There's one other thing.
Excuse me, Daniel. One other thing.
One other thing.
We're doing Lenny.
I'm
Just
sorry.
one more thing.
One more thing. This is the final thing. He was asking, because him and his wife do have 2 younger children, with the pickup and drop off of the daughter, which I believe you've approved, Judge.
Mhm.
He was just asking for an earlier drop off time is, or
It's a different time totally, because she gets there at a different time.
she gets there at a, okay, you want to explain that to the judge?
She gets there at a different time now because she's in kindergarten. So I was asking if, and plus with traffic and everything, we have to change residence, so we live a little bit further away. I'm asking if it's okay if we leave from 6:45, get back around 8 or so.
You're talking about in the morning or after?
Yes, in the morning.
Good morning. All right. Let me find Mr. Martinez. All right, we're gonna go on the record. We're going on the record. Court is calling 2020 CR 7235, State of Texas versus Moses Albert Martinez.
Hank Wilkins to the state, Your Honor.
For the defense,
Tilden Schaefer for Mr. Martinez.
are you Mr. Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea on March 26th to count 1 and count 3. You entered a plea of guilty. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court found you guilty. And today we are here for sentencing. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment was to be assessed at a cap of 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,500 fine, and the state opposes your application, and they're taking a case into consideration. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation? State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No.
No objection to the state, Your Honor.
All right. Is there a reason there's like this long line over here? Oh, so here's the thing, off the record. I told every attorney, if y'all would just have a seat, if you put your file down, they're going to call you in the order of appearance. And just standing there, those steps don't count because you're not moving. So if y'all will have a seat, because you know what? The deputies have to keep an eye on the people in the box for security reasons. Thank you. All right, we're back on the record. State you're opposed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the defendant has pretty significant criminal history. It looks like in 2011, he was sentenced to 3 years in the prison for a drug offense. In 2013, he was sentenced to 6 years in the prison for a 1 to 4 gram drug offense, Your Honor. Doesn't look like, I don't believe that he'll be successful when he's placed on community supervision, Your Honor. So that's why we're asking for time, Your Honor.
All right, defense, do you have any witnesses?
Just my client. Your Honor.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Moses Martinez.
All right. Defense?
Mr. Martinez, can you explain to the court why it is you're asking her for probation despite your record?
Your Honor, because when I was on the run for these 4 years, I had a job and I have a new family with 3 stepkids, and I just wanted to see if you can give me a second chance to show you. I have a drug problem, but I feel like with a second chance.
Well, Moses, when you were arrested on this case that you pled guilty to, the judge found you guilty. You were high that day, is that correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
what were you high on?
I was high on heroin.
And you were found in the parking lot of an academy with 2 other young men with you, right, who were also arrested, who had been shoplifting, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So when the police investigated and searched the vehicle, they found syringes, they found heroin, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you were a heavy user at the time. And you recall when I first met you and I was representing you, do you remember Do you remember where you were as far as your drug
Yes,
addiction?
I was pretty lost. But actually, when I did go on the run, like I found a job with the Reliant moving company, and
Okay,
I've been.
All right, but I'm talking about back in the day when you first met me, before you went AWOL from court, you were a heavy user,
Yes,
correct?
yes, sir.
In fact, we didn't have a great relationship at that time, did we? You were pretty mad at me, weren't you?
Yeah, I
Okay,
remember.
you wanted me to get the case dismissed, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since that time, you've been away, but how long have you been in jail since you got arrested on the warrant for missing court here?
The day after Valentine's.
Okay, so since February 15th, you've been in jail, so that's about, I don't know, 3 months, whatever. Okay, would you say maybe your mind's a little clearer after cleaning out for 3 months?
Yes, sir.
Now, you're asking this judge for probation, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, but you're not asking to walk out of the courtroom today, are you? You're asking to go into inpatient,
Yes. Yes, sir.
because you understand that you still need that level of help to make sure you don't slide back to using heroin.
Yes, sir.
You understand that until the day you die, you're gonna be an addict.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're never gonna beat it, you just manage it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so, you have a very long criminal history, okay, a lot of it is drugs. Okay. And how old are you now?
I'll be 40 in a couple months.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life going in and out of prison?
No, so
Why not?
I don't want to lose this family that I got.
I pass the Mr.
Hi, Mr. Martinez. My name is Hank Wilkins. I'm one of the prosecutors here. If I ask you anything that you don't understand, just let me know. I'll try and phrase it, okay? Did your attorney go over this with you? This is the PSI, the pre-sentence investigation. Did he go over this with you?
Well, we can start.
Well, he was here previously.
You remember talking to somebody for them to put this together?
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
for probation, okay. So you remember talking to him about the day you got arrested? Okay, so do you remember what you told him about being at the academy?
Yeah, but that was the last one. Yes, I do remember.
Okay, you said that you were waiting in the truck and you didn't know they were stealing stuff, right? So do you feel like you're taking responsibility for why you got arrested?
Yeah.
You feel like you are? Even despite what you told these folks?
Well, I mean, I know I gotta get punished, you know. I was, what do they say, like, guilty by association.
Okay, so you feel like you are taking responsibility for the reason you're in court today? Okay, I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
Just one quick, Judge, hopefully quick.
Oh, no, take your time.
Well, so the prosecutor just asked you that when you said in the PSI interview that you didn't know these two young men were shoplifting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay, but you weren't saying that you weren't in possession of heroin, were you? No? Or yes?
No, I had it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Nothing.
but the shoplifting, I didn't.
Okay,
Okay, nothing further.
all right. I have a question. These stepchildren you have, how old are they?
One's 13, one's 8, and one's 6.
All right, how long have you known their mother?
8 years.
I'm sorry?
8 years.
All right, so she knows about your criminal history?
Oh, yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything else from either side? Court will hear argument.
You're arresting for time. I don't believe that the defendant is taking responsibility here in this case. I think that's clear from the tap and from what he's said to the court today, Your Honor. So that's why we're asking for time.
All right, how much time are you asking for?
Judge, the last time he went for 6 years, we're asking for 6 years again.
All right,
Judge, I'm asking that you place him in intensive inpatient like the TAP had asked for. I think the TAP, I thought when I read the TAP, it said that he was highly motivated and they're asking for state ISF. So I would ask that you do that. If you just want to go off his criminal history, then you just have to give him time. If you look at him as a person.
oh, everybody knows I look at everyone as a person. I don't look at anybody as a criminal or defendant. We are human beings here.
So So I think this is someone who's realizing he's just got to stop this behavior. He's not coming in here and asking you, hey, put me in inpatient, outpatient, or
Mhm.
what have you. He understands there's a wait for that bed. He understands that's a long program. He understands all those things. He understands the level of his addiction, Judge. So I'm asking that you place him on that probation, max him out as you need. If you're not inclined to give him probation, Judge, then I would ask that you give him a lower sentence, somewhere in the 4 to 5 year range.
All right. So this is what I see of his criminal history. Of his criminal history, I see that there was inhaling abuse. And inhaling abuse is one of the worst things that you can do because it kills your brain cells immediately. So I see that from his history. And then everything else he has, which the history is not great. I see possession of marijuana. I see possession less than a gram. I see possession 1 to 4 grams. He was sent to jail. I see another possession that was dismissed. Another possession that was dismissed. I see another possession in 2011 where he went to prison. I see a possession from 2013 where he went to prison. And now we're here with this case. And I know the case says possession with intent to deliver, but based upon the stipulations that the court has reviewed, there were items for using drugs, and it appeared that some had already been used because you could see the pipe with the heroin in it. So I'm going to give you a choice. Here are your choices. 1, I can sentence you to 6 years in the prison, or you can have inpatient treatment. But let me just tell you something about the inpatient treatment in this court, and let me tell you about probation in this court. I have people who tell me, who have never been to prison, they tell me, Judge, I would just go prison instead of doing your probation because your probation is hard. You know better than I do whether or not you can be successful at this or not successful at this. And what I will tell you, the only way that I'll consider giving you the probation is if you all decide to apply for deferred adjudication. And your counsel will tell you with deferred adjudication, the full range of punishment is available from the court, which would be 5 to 99 years or life in prison. Oh, I think he may need time to talk about it because here's the thing. When people come, we can go off the record. When people come before me and they're trying to stay out of prison, you know what they'll tell me? I'll do probation for life. And believe it or not, there are some places where people are on probation for life. They will tell me, I'll do probation for life. I'll report every day. That's because you're looking at the immediate and not looking at long-term. So immediate for you, you don't want to go to prison. But I think your attorney needs to sit down and talk to you about this range of Tim.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerra, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,500 fine. State recommends community supervision, a 2-year driver's license suspension, and ignition interlock for the full term. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 10 days in the Bexar County Jail, and 250 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
State on exhibit 1 and all attachments.
You may continue to confer. Did you review the document entitled Waiving Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments. And the court will review the same. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court has a question. All right, he signed all the documents as Pedro Guerra. In the police reports, he's listed as Pedro Guerrero.
He is Guerra here.
Guerra, Guerra.
All right, are you the person who committed the DWI on the date of April 24th, 2022?
Ma'am.
And is your address on North Frio Street? At the
99
time.
West Street.
No, at the time of this offense.
Yes, West Street.
Okay. So does anybody want to make a correction or do the AKA as a part of the indictment? And will there be any objections?
There's no objection, Judge. I didn't.
Judge, if you know, the state can move to amend the indictment, from Pedro Guerra, is it Guerrero or Guerra?
Guerrero. In the police report, his name is listed as Pedro Guerrero. And the indictments and all the stipulations is listed as Pedro Guerra.
And his correct name is Guerra.
Get it, yes.
Okay,
All right, sir, do you acknowledge that your correct name is Pedro Guerra?
Guerra.
All right, did you give a driver's license to the officer when you spoke with him?
It's been a while, Judge. He may not remember.
All right. So I'll tell you, here are the issues, and I'll go forward with the plea. The issue is that on some parts of the page, they have him listed as Pedro Guerrero in the police report, and then other parts in the officer's synopsis is listed as Pedro Guerra. All right, so you're telling the court your name is actually Pedro Guerra?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yeah, there are, yes, ma'am. And I just want to speak to him a couple of things when we get a chance.
All right, you may proceed.
Judge, very briefly, my client is 69 years old. He no longer drives at all. And so I know normally there is a interlock, half the term and all that. So I wanted to make the court aware. So if you wanted to, have an alternate requirement. The other thing, Judge, my client survives only on Social Security. He can no longer work and does no longer work. And I know the fine was set at $2,500. So I didn't know if it would be able to, court be able to probate some of that or kind of work with him on that.
All right. This is what the court will do. The court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison. That will be suspended and probated for 10 years. There's a $2,500 fine probated.
Thank you, Judge.
There's going to be 2 years license suspension. The court is going to find that the defendant is indigent and unable to pay the court costs.
Thank you, Judge.
There will be ignition interlock for the full term if defendant provides an affidavit of non-driving plus proof of non-ownership of a vehicle. Then the court will allow for scram. There is to be 10 days in the Bear County Jail as a condition of probation. Proof of employment or SSI within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be a TAP evaluation in custody. Following TAP recommendations. 120 sober support meetings in 120 days. There's to be a referral to felony drug court in custody. The Victim Impact Panel live DWI education course. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Field visits one time per month for 4 months. Probation, is there anything else? Yes. We'll do regular random UAs. Is there anything else he needs?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, thank you, Judge. So he'll be in jail for approximately 10 more days.
No, he'll be in
Tonight's
jail.
defendant is 69-year-old Pedro Garza, standing in court for DWI third or more. The judge reminds him the law allows 2 to 10 years in prison and then does something different. Instead of sending him straight to a cell, she stretches that time into 10 years of strict probation, ignition interlock or scram, 10 days in jail, 120 sober meetings in 120 days, felony DWI court, random UAs, and a lifetime ban on owning a gun. One slip and that suspended 10-year sentence becomes real prison time. Did this judge just save an old man's life? Or gamble with everyone else's on the road?